The new Cayo Perico Heist is finally here in Grand Theft Auto Online, and let me say, for me, at least in my opinion, this is the best update Rockstar has ever released into GTA Online. Don't get me wrong, there's other good ones, but this is the best out of all of them, and we're going to go over everything that's been added into this new update. So if you go over to the new newswire that Rockstar just posted earlier at 8 a.m, it is talk about everything that's added. You know, there's a huge long list of things that have been added. We're going to go over them real quick here. All right, we're just going to kind of summarize most of them, by the way. But let me just say, this is a crazy update, and tons of videos for the Cayo Perico Heist will be coming out on the channel. So if you guys want to miss that, of course, subscribe, put up post notifications, and like the video. On the newswire, it says, though, robbing the biggest bank in the country, been there. Raiding the casino's vaults, done that. Infiltrating the heavily guarded private party island of the ruthless drug lord El Rubio. Now you're talking. Leave behind the lights of Los Santos for the sands of Cayo Perico and your biggest heist yet. The Cayo Perico Heist is the largest and most ambitious Grand Theft Auto Online adventure to date. Playable from start to finish, either as a lone operator or up to 3 other players. Discover dozens of ways to infiltrate and heist a brand new location for the ultimate score. Your journey begins with the introduction from the new content found at Los Santos nightlife scene latest attraction. Meet at the Music Locker. If you're bound to meet anyone in the Music Locker Uber exclusive VIP section, it is Miguel Madrazo, club rat son of Martin and Patricia, and their heir to the family's empire. As he is prone to tell anyone without shouting distance, Miguel will do anything to defend the family's brand. It also continues and says, it appears the Madrazo crime family is having some disagreements with El Rubio, so they are looking for someone experienced to raid his near impenetrable fortress, outmaneuver high-priced guards and high-tech security, and make off with some important files. So pretty much to sum up what this is talking about, it's pretty much like if you want to start, all right, you're gonna have to go to the Music Locker, which is located next to the Diamond Casino and Resort. It's like an underground basement in it, and you go meet with Martin Madrazo's son, which is actually Miguel Madrazo, and pretty much El Rubio has some files on Miguel and his family, so he wants you guys to get them back pretty much, and along with you getting the files back, you can obviously take out some money, which is going to be for us, of course. And of course, moving on though, we have the island of Cayo Perico. Let's just say this island is huge. The Cayo Perico island is a huge island. It has a huge runway. A lot of things are just crazy on the island. If you guys haven't already played it, I recommend playing it. It's a huge, nice update that Rockstar has added, and I cannot wait to get back on. I will be streaming the rest of my heist later if you guys want to join. But it says El Rubio prefers to hide out on Cayo Perico, his heavily fortified private party island far away from the friendly and familiar confines of Los Santos. With all the constant beachside raving and free-flowing drugs from the nearby crops, the island would look like a 10D resort turned festival, were it not for the paid henchmen standing around holding assault rifles. So pretty much if you guys do head over to the Cayo Perico island, you obviously will have guards there, because obviously this is Cayo Perico's island and it is owned by El Rubio, so he has tons of guards there, so watch out when you do head over there. Also continues on the newswire, it says Miguel has a seat on a private jet filled with DJs bound for Cayo Perico. This is your chance to infiltrate and scope out one of the most secure strongholds money can buy. Once there, slink away from the party to locate the compound where the files are stored, while you avoid armed guards and security cameras. Make note of weaknesses and hidden entrances, access points, and other security flaws that may come in handy later on. Keep a low profile and gather as much information as you can to increase your chances of success when the time comes. So pretty much it's kind of just like the Diamond Casino heist. You pretty much have to scope out the island and, you know, find whatever is there, you know, exit points, hidden entrances, and this is going to be way more compared to the actual Diamond Casino heist. So this is going to be way better. There's tons of points of interest, there's tons of exit points. I didn't even finish mine yet, but it's going to take some time, but I'm ready to do this. All right, this is a great update and I cannot wait. All right, so of course, moving on though, it says taking down El Rubio. Unlike previous heists, there is no specific style when it comes to approaching Cayo Perico. Once you gather the necessary gear, you can choose to complete as much as or as little setup and as planning as you want. Though, be warned that these decisions will in turn affect the way that the action unfolds. If you want to call in an airstrike or a cutting torch to burn through steel beams, for example, you might as well be advised to put the time in beforehand. So pretty much what they're saying is that, you know, you have optional preps and you have preps that you have to do, just like the Diamond Casino heist. But of course, there's way more things that you can do this heist, and you have more, like, you're more free to do what you want. All right, you don't have to do as many preps as you want. You can do some, you can do little, but pretty much it's just recommended that you do most because it will affect how the heist is. And not only that, but you can actually call for support when you're on a heist, which means that you can get an airstrike or torches or other stuff like that. So it's better when you're on the island to actually do some things beforehand, before you have to actually go there and then do it afterhand, which is really going to be annoying for you. And so it's just better to do it when you're already there. Once all the groundwork is laid down, you can nail down your final details before approaching Cayo Perico. These choices include how you infiltrate and escape the island, your weapon loadouts, air support, and even operation time of day. As a result, no two approaches are alike and no subsequent playthroughs, and repeat visits will allow the heist valuable artifacts and other valuables as well as they become available. There is also a load of extra opportunities that you can use to play to your advantage, such as breaking into a storage lockups to raid hidden stashes of cash and contraband to bolster your bottom line and flatten up your take. These chances and tools necessary to complete them will only rarely be found in the same place twice. Some are only accessible while playing with multiple players. Joining up with friends is very much encouraged. So pretty much what they're just saying in this paragraph is just that the Cayo Perico heist, when it comes to this, no two approaches are the same. So it's always going to be different when you do the Cayo Perico heist. That means where things spawn, such as cash, gold, or art, or even the tools that you need for certain things inside of the island, they're always going to be different, making it really, really unique when it comes to every single heist. So watch out for that. Again, everything will be different. No two approaches are alike. And also, like I mentioned though, just like they said at the bottom, you can do this heist solo, but it's recommended that you do friends since everything is so randomized, and with friends it can obviously help you a bit more. And it continues on and saying solo play. The Cayo Perico heist is the first heist that is playable completely solo from start to finish. Take a stealth recon, high octane shootouts, and epic score alone, or team up with a heist crew for extra support. Crack and take down the island Cayo Perico any way you like. So pretty much what they're just saying, of course you can do it solo, or of course you can do it with friends. For me personally, I think I'm gonna just do it with friends because it's gonna be way more fun, and I feel like just doing a heist solo just doesn't feel as fun as it would be. So I'm probably gonna do it with friends, and I recommend you guys too because it could really benefit you when you're doing the heist. Lastly for today though, we're going to talk about the Kosatka Submarine. Again, to this day, I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it says, what better headquarters for plotting an elaborate offshore raid, a private tropical island, than a decommissioned nuclear submarine, which of course is a new submarine. If you guys don't already know, this submarine is $2.2 million when first starting out, and it can go up to around $9 million. Guys, I will make a video talking about every single vehicle that's been released in this new update, so look out for that. And just continuing on the little newswire, does say, manned with Pavel, a former Soviet helmsman driven half insane by his time spent under the waves. The Kosatka has everything you need to plot a successful landing, including the bridge of a heist planning screen, personal headquarters for offer changes, a mess hall, a brig, torpedo defenses, plus options to install MK2 weapons workshop and guided missiles, and a moon pool that allows you to store vehicles like the new Sparrow helicopter and a Kraken Avisa submersible to use however you see fit. So they're just pretty much talking about submarine in the game, which is the Kosatka. Again, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, my bad. And lastly, it says the Kosatka is navigable around the southern South Andrea, and many struggles trafficking goods across the sea, so there's always a cargo following aboard. The optional sonar station can help find hidden caches strewn around the ocean floor for additional rewards. Don't feel guilty about stealing contraband, feel smug about cleaning the ocean floor instead. So pretty much for that last paragraph, it just talks about how if you guys actually purchase a sonar station inside of the submarine, you can actually find lost caches around the ocean. And with that, you can actually get money in RP. I don't know how much as of right now, but eventually we will find out. But yeah, you pretty much can source for them, and pretty much what they're saying, you're kind of cleaning the ocean floor and you're not really stealing it, or at least that's what Rockstar says. But that's all for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy. So pretty much a summary for everything. We're just talking about the submarine and how the heist will work, obviously now that it's officially out. And later I will talk about all the new music that has released into the game, and of course more about the vehicles, so look out for that. If you guys don't want to miss, make sure to subscribe and drop a like and put up post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.